Good morning. I mean, hello. It's not. Well, I mean, technically it's morning, but it's not morning. Today was a yes. I managed to do that thing today. Let's see. So I got up, went to work, worked, got off work, came back home, and I finished making the second backup character. I'm going in order alphabetically of where they appear. So the first one was a barbarian, the second one was a bard, which I'm including all the information from levels 1 to 10. Technically, there's 20 levels that are possible, but well, I'll jump that bridge when I get to it. For now, I'm just prepping them up to level 10. So that way, they can be inserted into a story, into a campaign, at any point between levels 1 and 10. As the current campaign that we have going right now, we are level 10. In fact, we only just got to level 10. So, as soon as my farthest leveled game becomes higher than that, well, that's when I'll level up. I'll prepare the levels up for those people, which will give me a lot of work to do, to be honest, because I've done 2 classes of, well, many. I don't think there's as many as 10. There might be, it's like Barbarian, Bard, next one's Cleric. As far as alphabetically, I don't really want to think about where they are right now, but I know besides those 3, there's Paladin, Sorcerer, Monk, Wizard, Fighter, Warlock being the 6th one. So there's like 6 more-ish. So 6 plus 3 would make 9. There might be a 10th one that I forgot to mention. But you get the picture, right? I've done 2 of them. I kind of started a third. All the characters so far, all the backup characters that I've made so far, are based off of story characters that I've written. So that's the fun part. I don't think they're gonna stay that way, but they might. You know, future story characters or current ones. I might end up inventing whole new people. Who knows? But yeah, I finished making that character and I started on the next one. It was pretty late by then. But I did want to get some drawing in because I felt like drawing something. I felt like trying something. Because as far as learning how to draw anatomy goes, I've been focusing on like a straight-on perspective where you have just like, head, chest, arms, legs, etc. They just kind of go straight from top to bottom, flat planed. And I wanted to try making a drawing where it was like as if you're viewing from lower, but close. So that like up at the head it would look tiny, just kind of on paper, and then when you got down to like the legs and feet, and it's like that stuff's much. It spans the view on a greater scale. That stuff's bigger. And I gave it my best shot. It was very brief, and quick, but I think it turned out okay for a sketch. Uh, it definitely provided its challenges, but it turned out okay. Let's see. And those were my yeses for the day. Some D&D related items. I did do some kind of like background writing for one of my stories, just kind of implementing more details into a future arc outline. But barely any of that. So, I mean, it was technically part of the yes, but it wasn't really the whole yes. Not as much as the D&D characters and drawing. Now, tomorrow's a day off. I don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to go and run like a hygiene stocking errand. And aside from that, I'm probably going to continue writing characters out. And who knows what else. So that'll be fun. And besides that, probably some writing. I've been really itching to write again. So probably some writing. And, we'll see where else it takes us. Whether it be like drawing or making videos. Stuff like that. I don't know. I'll see where it takes me. But that's the end tomorrow. So here's the dog. Yes, he's been walked enough tonight, and he is in his resting state. Though he's kind of pretzely right now. Upright. It was really cold last night, so I had his fan turned off, but I think I'll turn it on again tonight because, well, it's not exactly hot up here, but it's warm. So, him with his big fluffy coat probably needs the fan again. But he's as adorable as ever, as always. And that's everything. So thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share my videos with other people. Share my channel with other people. Help me expand to a greater audience. I'd appreciate it. I took a look at the views for the past few days, and it's been a little lacking, honestly. I'm wondering if it's like a seasonal thing, or I haven't been implementing enough interesting content in my journal videos, which is probably not going to change. Sorry, because these are more made for me. When I go and make my gaming videos, those are what I waste my efforts on. But this is my accountability for myself, and it's been working rather well. And I've been being a lot better lately. I can't pin an exact reason as to why, but I've been doing good with my sleep schedule, decent. I kind of had a little bit of a mess up in that, a little speed bump past couple of days, but I did good last night, and I intended to continue to do decent at least tonight. So, yeah, long outro, I know, but anyways, thank you, and good night.